Alright, so I was editing this footage that I took kind of the last 2 weeks, and I realized I never actually did a proper introduction or anything. So here's a 1-minute intro about who I am, what I'm gonna record, what you can kind of expect, I guess. So my name is Matthias, I'm 29, I'm Belgian, but I live in Amsterdam, have been for the last 3 years, and I run this company called 8 Hours together with our team and co-founder. We are all about holistic health, sleep, recovery, movement as well. And that's truly my passion, holistic health, the human body, the human brain, both mental and physical. And I love to train. It's my meditation, running, strength work, hybrids, or whatever they call it these days. I properly love to train and challenge myself. And I think that's also a bit what you're mostly going to see during these type of videos, I guess. It's my life, so it's going to be training, recovery, and how I'm building this startup out. Like, not the founder who has already made it, but really the 0 to 1 of a business. And that's also something I want to do, and show the other side of it, like the less fun things, the challenges, the issues that we're facing, the failures, and also a bit about this somewhat intensely confusing period that is my late 20s, early 30s, because it's been both the most interesting and rewarding period in my life, as well as one of the most confusing ones. So that's also part of what I kind of want to share, because I don't think I'm alone in that. So yeah, if you're watching this, maybe you'll enjoy it. Maybe you'll take something away from it. I don't have a clear vision or goal with this, but I'm very much feeling the water, or testing the water. So let me know. Anyway, enjoy the video. Alright, where do we even start this? I basically decided that I want to start recording a bit more. Because I want to try and share things more. And I don't really know where I'm going with that, but I just know that I've been wanting to share more and more real things, whatever that means. And I've always kind of held myself back because multiple reasons. I kind of want to give myself about 2 weeks to try something out with this, I guess, and see where it brings me. So let's say end of June, manifesting, accountability. I want to have something out, and I want to kind of show it. And in the worst case, I could just delete all this footage. Okay, story time. Well, not really, but I just want to explain a couple things of just an example, I guess, of how a lot of things in a startup work. So get this. We've been out of stock for the last 2 months, basically, meaning we couldn't accept any new orders in May and June, basically. No paid media, no nothing, which is on the one hand great, because that means we basically sold out our first batch in 3 months' time, something like that, of actual paid media, which is great and better than we ever could have expected. But those 2 months were kind of rough because your costs keep going, and of course, your subscriptions, yeah, all that stuff, while you have not that much income because it's only the subscriptions that we could still fulfill. Also, we have subscribers, so we can't be out of stock too long because we need to fulfill the recurring orders. So it's hard to forecast. So anyway, close the store and then try to really push for new stock. But it takes a long time because our supplements are actually pretty rigorously lab tested. The raw materials are sourced in a certain way that allows us to test everything, etc., which is important to us and important for the product, but it puts a lot of extra stretch on the lead times of new stock. So we can't just, even if although it's made in the Netherlands, we can't just flip a switch and have more supplements, basically. Now, anyway, after a lot of pushing and pulling with buyers, with partners, we kind of were able to shift the delivery to Monday, initially. Next Monday, it would arrive at our warehouse and we could ship out by Tuesday. So we upgraded our formula, by the way, based on customer research, on our own research, based on nutritionist advice, etc. Basically added more magnesium. So we made this big fuss about the new 8 hours, batch 2.0. They launched basically yesterday, so Friday, which went really, really well. Like, people really were waiting to grab a subscription. The ones that tried it once before want a subscription, new people want to try it, etc. So we got all these orders in, more than we've ever had, actually. And obviously people are waiting on their supplement now. But supply, let's say, for the supplements, the capsules, and we have a supplier for the packaging. We originally wanted to switch the supplier from the packaging, but the supplier couldn't do the actual pack we wanted. So we stuck with the old supplier. But because we lost time on that potential switch, we actually paid for express delivery because they need to deliver the batches to the supplement supplier so they can fill them and then you have your filled pack, right? But then what happened is we paid 1,000 extra for express delivery. I confirmed, like, all good, yes, it's in press. Our account manager there was like, yeah, it's in press, no problem, perfect. Anyway, long story short, I can I have the invoice so I can pay? He's like, damn, you didn't have the invoice yet. That means it's not, if you haven't paid yet, it's not in press yet. We sent the invoice to another email address, one that I don't really use anymore, of an old business. So long story short, packages weren't in press, they're only now in press, so they're not delivered. They should have been delivered last Friday, they're not delivered. So we're still waiting for those packages to be, like the packaging to be delivered at our supplier of the supplements so they can pack the supplements and they can then send it out to our warehouse. Putting an extra stretch, hopefully of only 3-4 days, but still, it's 4 days. And why do I explain this? Because obviously it's not that interesting, but I just kind of want to show that a lot of startup life, or whatever you want to call it, or whatever this is this kind of stuff. It's tiny things that sound stupid. An invoice gets delivered to the wrong email address, so packaging not delivered. So there's this whole, like, dominoes of things that just happen because of this tiny thing. And yes, it's a learning, and obviously next time we'll double check on the invoice, etc. But there's always small, stupid things like this that happen, and you can't really do much about it. And it just throws a lot of sand in the wheels of your operation, which makes it rusty. And I just also want to show, like, that is entrepreneurship. It gets glorified online or wherever by all these gurus, coaches, or whatever it is. And I'm not saying I don't even see myself as an entrepreneur or whatever, but I guess I'm doing this thing, right? And yeah, the glorification just gets at me because it's like, oh, if you find your passion, you're never going to work a day in your life. That is bullshit. Like 60% of this is definitely in the beginning not work you want to do. It's work you got to do. And then there's another 30% that's fine. And then there's 10%, honestly, that makes all the rest worthwhile. That is true. It's a high, but there's also lows. And it is not something to glorify. Would I want it any other way? No. And I have this vision, this thing, and I think we have it with 8 hours, that yeah, that kind of drags me or pushes me, I don't know what it is, to do this, and really I cannot not do this. It's very hard to explain, it's just like internally. But I really think from a rational point of view that going for a well-paid 9 to 5, climbing the corporate ladder, doing a job where also like you'll maybe like 50-60% of it and then the rest is meh. But you're safe, you can clock off at a certain time, the boat doesn't sink if you don't do your work, because there's a lot of people rowing. While here, if we don't do the work, it happens. Anyway, I just mean, there's definitely something to be said for that. Like, it is somewhat of a rational decision to just stay there. And I don't want to glorify entrepreneurship. It's a choice, and it's not something that's for everyone, and it's something that it's not for the smartest or anything. It's just a certain type of people that like it and have a vision, I guess. But yeah, don't get caught up in the I need to do something, I need a side hustle, I need a project, I need to be an entrepreneur, because that is what is hot days online. Like, it is a lot of degree, quote unquote, stupid work. And yeah, again, this isn't a complaint. It's just more transparency on the real deal of entrepreneurship. Me at 9 p.m. on a Saturday with a microphone attached to my hat. So maybe I'm just rambling anyway. I think it's time for me to sign off anyway. But yeah, I wanted to kind of share this story because it's an example of one of these things that just happen and happen all the time. There you go. Maybe you find it useful. Maybe not. Anyway, I'm off. So we're here in on a Dutch island, Terschellinge, and tomorrow we're gonna run 17 hours in a team of two persons. Basically, it's a 10k lap, and you start at 5 a.m. You finish at 10 p.m. It's the longest day. That's also the name of the race, and whoever does the most distance, the most laps, wins. Goal is to run anywhere between probably 80 to 100 kilometers. I have no idea. I have no idea. I haven't really done anything like this. Tomorrow we're gonna run, and that's basically it. I'll take you along the route for a while, and yeah, again, curious how it'll feel after, let's say, 70k in, 80k in, and curious how my body will feel, and obviously the recovery part. So yeah, probably gonna be a short night. No 8 hours for me tonight, although I did bring my pack. But let's see. This is Aurora. She convinced us to run 17 hours tomorrow. Today we still like her, tomorrow not so much. Adventure update. So far Aurora has been absolutely useless.
I did not.
We are on some random Dutch camping, 500 meters away from where we need to be.
You talk to
And
the taxi guy. That's not my
We pay
fault.
10 euros for a 2-minute cab drive. And then we need to go run before we go run 17 hours tomorrow. Our team adventure is off to a great start. Welcome to our crib. New vlogging style. He has the real gear. Huh? What camera do you have on you? It's bigger, but it's not better. This is gonna hurt tomorrow.
Only 9 or 10 times.
Right, shower done, pasta done. Time to go to bed basically, nice and early, because wake up call is at 4 a.m. and then we run till dawn. See you tomorrow. Would you look at that? The gates of heaven. Ready for tomorrow?
Of course.
How?
Wake up at 3 in the morning.
We're not really waking up at 3, right?
No.
4:30?
Yeah.
Okay. It is 5 a.m. and I need to start running in 10 minutes.
Well, Reverend, please come quick. 'Cause I got something to admit.
Round 1 done. 10k. Beautiful lap, to be honest. Oh Jesus, too bad from all the mosquitoes here because I'm absolutely being bitten to death. It's about, I think, 6 a.m. now. And yeah, it's absolutely stunning here. Minus the toilets. Now my teammate Aurora is doing the second lap. And then we go again. And we'll do that for the rest of the day until it's 10 p.m. And then we'll see who has done the most. So yeah, time for a bit of breakfast. Sipping on some carbs. And gonna have a bit of porridge that we just cooked. And yeah, really looking forward actually.
You're a six-string picker, just as I am. Let me learn you some, I know a few turns to make all the girls dance.
3 laps in as a team, 2 laps in for me, 14 hours and 18 minutes left. And for peanut butter and jelly, it's some mint. After this lap, we're a marathon in, or 40k at least, 4 laps of 10, and it's only kind of 10 a.m. I think, so 12 hours to go, which is both exciting and terrifying at the same time. We're, as a team, 80k in after this, no sorry, 70k in, and then 80 if Aurora finishes her lap. This is definitely the last lap that I'm gonna speak and even take my camera, because I'm starting to feel it. Starting to kick in, which is normal. But yeah, averaging around 12 kilometers an hour right now, 5-minute pace. I don't think that'll last long anymore either. But beautiful route, weather's great, vibes are good. Yeah, let's get it. Alright, 60k in. I'm an absolute shell of a human. This is way harder than I expected. Although I expected it to be hard. Trying to fuel with some pasta over there. There. And having these amazing running shoes at the moment. Heart rate doesn't really go below 85, 90 anymore, which is great. But about 8 hours left, and we all know that's by Excel.
The devil wears a suit and tie. I saw him driving down the 61 in early July. White as a cotton field and sharp as a knife. I heard him howling as he passed me by. Well, the devil wears a suit
70k in, and that's all I have to say. I am dead.
White as a cotton field and sharp as a knife. I heard him howling as he passed me by.
90k done. Everything hurts. I'm never doing this again. Bye. Did you enjoy that, Damon?
Oh, I loved it so much. I'm gonna do it again tomorrow.
Aurora, are you happy?
Yes, but never doing this again.
Pineapple on my pizza.
You see, ladies and gents, big success. Woo! Jort! Woo! Okay, so we're back in Amsterdam finally. Quite the travel back from the island where I did my ultra yesterday. But we're back, absolutely broken. The legs are in pieces. Although it's actually getting better progressively throughout the day by moving a bit and all that. And I'm very happy to be in an actual bed this time and not in a tent. So I'm super excited for a good night's sleep after that 90k of yesterday. I think I'll definitely be more sore tomorrow because that's just how physiologically this works. But I'm very excited about a good night's sleep. I think it will help me recover faster. Tomorrow we have an ice bath planned, all that stuff. And obviously I'm gonna take, actually right now, I'm gonna take my secret 8 hours. No, I'm not obviously biased, but I do think the magnesium and tart cherry in this will help me recover a bit faster. So let's do that right now. Hope. There we go. And yeah, that was a great adventure. Mentally very challenging, but that's kind of why we did it and why I love it. And yeah, I honestly really kind of enjoy this vlogging thing. I think I've had enough footage over the last week to kind of make something, so hopefully if you guys are watching this, you're kind of enjoying it. Still feels a bit weird for me to talk to a camera like this, but I'm getting there. And yeah, I'll see how I can finish this up. Maybe this is the end. And if that is the end, then tune in for the next one, I guess. We'll see. But for now, good night, because I really need it. Sleep to move. I've done the moving part, enough of it. Time to do the sleeping part. Night. So it's lunchtime and we're about to arrive at one of my favorite spaces in Amsterdam. It's called Hema Ice Baths. It's, as you'd imagine, like an ice bath studio. They have a sauna, ice baths, and it's fucking great. Honestly, nothing like an ice bath to calm your nerves down. So we're gonna do that. First one is always better. I think that's a good thing. Now for the final touch. that was cold. But now, time to warm up a bit and then go in the sauna for 20 minutes. Then tomorrow, I'll feel f***ing fine. This afternoon, I'll feel great. Just as with the intro, I also didn't have an outro, so here goes that. So that was my first video, my first vlog or whatever you want to call it. And I'm kind of proud of putting this out. Not because of the content or the quality of the editing, but more just for that reason, for putting it out. Because about a year ago, that would be something that I would have never done. And it's still a bit scary, mostly because of the judgment of other people. That's just the reality. And there's going to be judgment, there already is. But it's also the case that most people that judge, let's say in a rather negative way, don't have the life I aspire to have or haven't achieved what I want to achieve. And it doesn't mean that they're lesser humans, but it does make their feedback a tad less relevant. It's like asking a cyclist for running tips. You know what I mean? So yeah, here goes that. And talking about feedback, I would love any type of feedback though. I'm very happy to learn and all that, or to hear what you guys think, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But yeah, on that note, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one, I guess. Subscribe, like, comments, that's what they say. Ciao.